Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. It's 4:05 a.m. Friday, October 8th. Do I even need words for this? Let's check what we're looking at. Sean Baker. I looked at his channel. He's a carnivore. Me, I'm a happy, healthy omnivore. Meat and mental health. Conclusion. Our study does not support meat avoidance as a strategy to benefit psychological health. Another study that shows that there's mental problems caused by not having meat in your diet. I could have told them that without the study, with my interactions with vegans. I don't get that from the carnivore community. I ask them a question, I usually get an answer. Not a threat that they're coming to kill me. I live my life like that every day. Dealing with vegans and carnivores, both sides of the spectrum. I would say I'm in the middle. I eat what most people would consider a normal diet. When doing research, I try to pull from the actual, top line members of the community and carnivores compared to vegans. Um, Carnivores would give you a clear answer, some research to look at, and that's it. Vegans will give you a tantrum, tell you it's not about health, though your diet directly affects your health. Um, this could explain a lot. The difference of mental clarity when you're asking questions. They seem to have this issue where they take everything as a threat, especially when they're being disingenuous and it's brought up to the front, like I did with Happy Healthy Vegan, who said my 1939 study was inadequate because it was 82 years old and the plants listed on the FDA's database are not vegan staples. Well, I went and checked his cookbook. He has a video up there from April of 2020, about the same time this study was issued. And in his cookbook, what does he have? Most of the recipes do include the vegan staples of spinach and Swiss chard. Out of 5 recipes, 3 of them were very high in oxalates. Each out of those 3 meals, every one of them is capable of putting you in a state of hyperoxaluria within 24 hours. What Ryan do? He picks up his book, he flashes the pages and states, none of those items are vegan staples, none of them are in my cookbook, check it out. April 20th, what happens? I go into his cookbook demonstration of what exactly is in the cookbook, and cooked by his girlfriend, I think his name's Angie. And there goes all the high oxalate staples that are listed on the FDA database in more than half the mails issued in that video. And he films himself eating them. That's the kicker. So to me, if that's the vegan community, it's not a community I would put myself into. And their behaviors, this study gives clarity of their behaviors. And I think a lot of them need to go to a psychologist, especially when it comes to threats to violence against my person. It's not going to be work out too good for you vegans if I see one of you or some of you guys walk up to me and pretend to be a tough guy. Here in New York, we have one answer for that. We don't take any risk. we eliminate it. It's a sad state of affairs when you look at infant mortality rates. When you take an omnivore person and they go to a doctor and the doctor recommends this, and that for their child. The omnivore parent follows the recommendations. The vegan parent goes into the doctor and they recommend that the child's taken off the vegan diet. What happens? The doctor's met with hostility. There it goes, that hostility again, because they know more than everybody else. They actually intensify the children's exposure to the vegan diet, and the child dies in 6 weeks. That shows a clear indication that, I'm sorry to say it, but based on diet alone, vegans have a higher infant mortality rate. And on that, I'm out of here. I don't care if you like what I have to say, but those are the facts. And if they upset you, I suggest you go see a psychologist. And on that note, I'm out of here.